Alright, hey guys, me again, you know who I am, and today I'm here to talk about arc guns becoming heavy weapons, mainly because you're going to be able to use them on land as they showed up on DevStream 117. And now, I initially thought these weapons would be really weak, because they don't have access to stuff like hunter munitions or vigilante armaments, and their multi-shot mod and damage mods are really weak. In particular, like the damage mod gives you 60 damage, and the multi-shot is like 30% multi-shot. All right, I didn't think that was gonna be worth it at all until they showed that these guns have infinite ammo. Now they take up your primary and secondary slot, but infinite ammo. So you do not have to stop shooting ever, which is great. Now I'm just gonna give you 3 weapons that I feel like would be by far the best to run around with on land. So at the bottom of my list, I have the Grattler. Now, I hate the Grattler. I hate this weapon. It takes forever to reload, alright? And it crits consistently. It's not that accurate, and the projectiles are really kind of slow. And the weapon doesn't know if it wants to be an explosive weapon or not half the time. But, like, the only reason I'm putting this weapon on my list is because A, it's a community favorite, and B, all the problems I have with this weapon are going to be immediately fixed with the infinite ammo. With infinite ammo means I don't have to reload or wait for it to recharge, rather. So it's going to be actually an okay weapon, though I have a feeling that D is going to add self-damage to this weapon because it is technically an explosive weapon. Though it has to shoot out really far to actually hit those, for the explosives to go off. So it's not really good in Arcwing, in particular for dogfighting. In fact, it's the worst gun for that ever. So don't try and chase with this weapon. But I feel like this would be a great addition on land. Now, second on my list, we have the Velocitus. Now, the Velocitus is like if the Lanka and the Rubico sort of had a baby. And that's exactly what the Velocitus is. So the Velocitus is, stat-wise, it's similar to the Rubico, but it has a charge-up time, and it's a projectile-based weapon like the Lanka. It doesn't have a scope. Okay, so it's got 25% crit chance and a 3.0 times crit multiplier. So the crit chance is not as high as the Rubico, but it has the same crit multiplier, and it has 10 times the damage of the Rubico. The Rubico has a base damage of 180. This has a base damage of 1,800. So I have a feeling that with a hero buff, for instance, this would probably rival the Lanka as far as Eidolon killing goes. So that's why I put this on this list. I feel like this would be a great addition to Eidolon hunting, and it already melts bosses in Arcwing as it is. So yeah, I feel like this would be excellent. Now, number 1 on my list is the Phaedra. So the Phaedra has a couple problems. The Phaedra has a hilariously bad accuracy. So it falls off at about 150 to 200-ish range, where you just can't really hit anything at that range and beyond, which is really bad for Arcwing. It's not terrible for dogfighting in particular, but it's really bad for like Corpus mobile defense and Corpus Tau sets in general. It's just not really great. It really hurts you. It's also very ammo inefficient because of the rate it spools up at. It spools up to a really high fire rate and it just chews through ammo really fast, and that paired with its inability to fucking hit anything, it's just kind of not great in Arcwing. Now, with those problems in place, you're probably wondering, why did I pick the Phaedra over the Imperator Vandal, which is literally the best gun in Arcwing? And to that I say it's because of its status chance, alright? All the problems that with the Phaedra are basically going to be fixed when you put the Phaedra on land, alright? The Phaedra falls off at 150 to 200 meters, like I said. And in case you're wondering how far away that is, here are the distances. So here's 150 meters, here's 200 meters. Enemies do not render in that far away in regular missions, okay? So that's going to be perfectly fine for the Phaedra. And its ammo problem will be immediately fixed by it having infinite ammo. So that's great. And on top of that, this one will scale a lot better than the Imperator Vandal anyways because of its high status chance. It can hit near 60% status chance with the magma chamber and modified munitions mods installed. So I think this would be probably the best one suited towards tearing up armor. So this is why I'd recommend this to you over the Imperator Vandal, though the Imperator and the Imperator Vandal aren't bad choices either. I just recommend this one for land situations. Now, I will give an honorable mention to the Fluctus. And in case you don't know what the Fluctus is, it's basically, what if Exalted Blade was a gun and it didn't have fall off damage? So yeah, that's basically what the Fluctus is. It's gonna obviously be worse than Exalted Blade because Exalted Blade has all those crazy melee mods. But the Fluctus, it's there if you really want it. But in my opinion, I just stick to Exalted Blade. But it's not a terrible weapon for, say, clearing hallways. And I bet people that, like, say, hallway camp still in 2018 will probably want this to have this weapon. Anyway, guys, that's all from me. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.